Hi, my name is Tatiana Maldonado, and this is my Communications Unit Project Reflection, and I will be doing the RISE model. To start with Elevate, how will you approach similar situations in the future? I think I would apply more time and look over the material more thoroughly to better understand and hopefully leave room for less error. Um, I would like to make less mistakes going forward, as I have encountered a few technology issues. How does this inform your personal and professional goals? I think this helps with my professional goals specifically because this is something that I can actually apply to a professional opportunity given the opportunity. I can showcase some of my work, and I think learning about portfolios on this Google Sites is a great way to understand how to format and just kind of build off of that. It's definitely a building off point. Moving on to suggest, how could you improve your performance or contribution? I believe I could improve my performance by spending more time practicing time management and just being able to go over the material more in depth, asking more questions definitely, and going back to the time management. Given that I had more time, I would have been able to ask more questions and leaving room for possible mistakes and being able to correct those, rather than doing things when it's like due. Not that I'm saying doing stuff last minute, but more so in the sense that I would have more time to reach out to the professor and to clarify certain things and just answer my questions and less mistakes. What if you had more time? So again, if I had more time, I think I would have made more of an effort to contact or approach the professor, to go over things and to not have to resubmit things more than a few times. There was one time so far that I can recall that I had to submit the same assignment twice because it wasn't on the right setting. So if I had more time, I could have prevented submitting and resubmitting by asking the professor these questions. Moving to inquire, what do you need to revisit to master the material? I think I would say pretty much everything. Time management, if I were able to go over everything from the very beginning, especially, so I can get an even better understanding of the material to come so I can better prepare myself for future assignments. What resources are available to you? I would say that all the resources are available to me, in the sense that I am very well supported with this assignment. For example, it has like a rubric, sometimes an example of a previous student, and I definitely have the professor there is a great resource. Dr. Sandercock has actually been really great and has reached out to me and has been really supportive, especially in parts that I haven't like caught on super fast, or that I have made a mistake. But I think that's one of my most valuable resources. It's just obvious that she really cares and that she actually wants to help, which is honestly so great because sometimes professors don't want to be as helpful, but it's definitely been really good. And now moving on to reflect. How did your attitude, logic, and behaviors influence your performance or contribution? I think that my attitude definitely influenced my performance in the sense that I thought that I knew more than I actually did. And I think that in a sense, my performance was possibly not as good as it could have been. Um, but my behavior is that I'm always open to learn, always wanting to learn as much as I can. So I definitely think that that mindset really has helped me um, grasp onto certain things, especially new things that I'm learning and wanting to learn. Um, I definitely, um, even though I don't necessarily leave as much time that I would like to for this for some of my assignments. This is a class that I have actually really enjoyed, and I've noticed that when I do sit down and do an assignment, that I stay on doing that assignment for longer than I had originally planned because it's so interesting and informative, and it's fun. It's been actually pretty fun doing the assignments so far. Although they do take a lot of time and effort. Um, what what's the next one is what worked. What worked is definitely taking my time, um, not trying to contradict what I said earlier about not time, but just that I would take my time on assignments and not like put a time limit per se. I think that in order for me to have more creative freedom is to actually put or not even put the time, but like not think about the time as much, if that makes sense. Um, for the last one, what didn't work? I think what didn't work is that, to be completely honest, there have been times where I have left stuff for a little bit last minute, not like extremely last minute, but a little last minute. And I think that it has like reflected on some of my work. Um, but knowing that going forward is that I do need to plan ahead and leave more time to do these assignments to better exemplify what I'm capable of and to, again, ask any questions that I need more clarifying on. And that is my reflection. Thank you.